Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players who have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. It's our last day here in Sydney, Australia, getting everything together. We're going to be flying out to China, where we're going to be following Arsenal over there. But as usual, we've got to bring you up to date with all the transfer news. Now, the big transfer news today is all about Alexis Sanchez. Now, he said after the Confederations Cup he's going to let everybody know what his intentions are. He still hasn't really come out and done that, but was speaking to the press over in Chile and he dropped a big hint about what he really wants to do, and it seems to me that he wants to leave. He said in the interview over there in Chile that he wants to play in the Champions League. That's his ambition. He'd like to win the Champions League. He's always dreamt of it. Why didn't he do it when he was playing for Arsenal? I don't know. He was in it last year, the year before, but all of a sudden the Champions League is the big dream, he says, but he then goes on to say it's all up to Arsenal what happens. So basically he's not completely revealed and said straight that he wants to leave, but it does seem to me, and this is what I've been told for a while, that the place that he wouldn't mind going to would be Manchester City. Arsenal are adamant that they're not going to let him go to Manchester City. Now is going to be the test of Arsenal's resolve. Arsene Wenger saying yesterday that he's been in constant contact with Alexis. He's been texting him. I don't know. Texts, what does that really do? What is that really going to achieve if the guy is dead set on leaving to go to another Champions League team? And one of those other Champions League teams ain't going to be none of the clubs in Europe because they're not going to be able to match the wages. It does seem to me that the big threat is Manchester City. Now, as I said, what do Arsenal do? Do they dig their heels in and say, no, you're not going anywhere? We interviewed a guy last night and he said, listen, he goes, even if we let him go, right, what would we really be saving ourselves? If we let him go at the end of the season, it would probably cost us like £20 million, say. We may as well keep him, let him stay for the season and go at the end of that. I don't know what you guys think. Leave it in the comments below and let me know what you feel. I kind of feel that we should dig our heels in and let him stay. If he wants to go to City, then you walk at the end of the season. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, another player that, of course, has only a year left on his contract. Arsene Wenger asked yesterday after the game that they won 3-1 against West Sydney Wanderers about Oxlade-Chamberlain, and he was adamant that Oxlade-Chamberlain is going nowhere. He will be an Arsenal player next season. So again, Arsene Wenger seemed to be digging his heels in on these players and saying, listen, they are not for sale, they're not going anywhere. He's also asked about Mbappe, if he's made a bid for Mbappe, and because there was a lot of rumours going around that he made a £125 million bid for Mbappe. Arsene Wenger coming out and saying, listen, we've not made any bid like that for Mbappe, and as far as I'm concerned, on what I know, he's going to be staying at Monaco. So Wenger seems convinced that he's going to stay at Monaco. There's still linking him with moves to Real Madrid and Bale coming the other way, all kind of things like that. But Wenger seems pretty clear that Mbappe is going to be staying at Monaco. And I think, listen, if he thought he was going to get Mbappe, he wouldn't have signed Lacazette, because how are you going to buy Lacazette and Mbappe? They're both centre forwards. It's hard enough for anybody to get into that position right now at Arsenal without him buying another centre forward there. So I don't think the Mbappe thing, that is dead as far as Arsenal are concerned. Finally, Walcott being linked today with a move to Everton. We said that Everton would be willing to pay £30 million to sign Walcott. What do you guys think about that? I mean, there's a lot of people who think that it's time to cut our losses with Theo and sell him on. Again, I find this one highly unlikely. The fact that Walcott's on very high wages at Arsenal, £140,000 a week, Everton are going to pay that sort of wages for him? I very much doubt. And would he want to move and take a pay cut? I very much doubt that as well. I kind of think that Walcott will still be an Arsenal player come the end of the transfer window, but Everton being linked with a move with him today. So those are the rumours today. What do you think about this whole situation with Alexis Sanchez? A situation of our own making, where we've let this guy have, less than 12 months left on his contract, all the powers with him, but we can dig our heels in and just say, because when you think about it, If we sell him now to City, what are we going to get for him? 30, 40 million because he's only got a year left. If that's all we're going to get, we might as well let him stay for the year. Keep him on the same wages, keep the money together, let him walk away at the end of the season, gather some big money and get somebody else next year. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below. Be really interested to know.